And hi there, everybody. Welcome to Clarksville, Tennessee. Welcome back. It's a final 30-13. The Utah Tech Trailblazers, a hard-fought
game against the conference champions of the UAC, Austin Peay Governors, but they come up on the short end of the stick and they lose 30-13. But gutsy performance. They had their chances, a couple missed field goals and a couple stalled drives in Austin Peay's territory. They definitely had their chances, so it's going to be interesting to see how Coach Peterson reacts to this and his thoughts, because on one hand, gutsy performance. They executed. They had sustained drives. But on the other hand, frustrating the heck out of you because you were there, you had your chances, and you didn't convert. And you've had those chances 3 of the last 4 games and just not able to get over the hump. So it'll be interesting to see Coach Peterson and hear his thoughts on today's game. When you look at the stats, Kobe Tracy, huge game, 32 of 51, 376 yards, couple of touchdowns, only sacked once. He did have that one interception late here in the second half. Ricky Johnson, 20 receptions for 14 receptions, 126 yards, and he is now second on the all-time receiving yards list for Utah Tech with his performance today.
So the celebration for the Governors, because they won the conference championship, they won their 8th straight, and they're a good football team.
And now joining us now is the head coach, Paul Peterson. And Coach,
can you hear me? Is it on?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me now?
Hey, before we get going here, I got to give a Veterans Day shout out. Tough loss. We'll talk about here in just a second, but I get to coach football, and I get these awesome freedoms that I enjoy, to be able to worship how I want with my family, to be able to coach and do what I love, and be protected. And I know there's a lot of people that lost their lives to do that, and I tip my hat to them. I got a Uncle Mike who came back missing some limbs from Vietnam, and I got a brother who just retired from the Air Force, spent his 20 years, and I'm proud of him. And we got the Bernsey brothers. I know there's lots more people I'm missing, but really appreciate those people serving for us. So,
all right, Coach.
We talk ball now.
Now, well said, but I do want to reach back here, and this was pretty cool in a way for your team to honor the veterans on Veterans Day like that.
Yeah, we'll keep that on there for next week. It was cool to have and show a little support to those troops. Those guys were excited about that.
All right, got to close that door. Keep open. Okay, so I was talking, so it's going to be interesting to see how you respond to this game, because on one hand, you got to be proud of these guys, gutsy effort again. They executed a lot of things well today. Sustained drives, defense held a team that averages 50 points a game here at home to 30. But then on the other hand, you got to be frustrated as all get out because you were right there and you didn't finish and get over the hump. It's kind of the same thing. 3 of the last 4 games, you're right there and got a chance.
I mean, that's just told our team, like, they know it, they feel it. It was frustrating. I tell them, like, that's a conference champ, you guys. And you guys played well enough to be able to beat them, and we did it. They made more plays than us. Yeah, I wish we could get a little more confidence. You know what I mean? I know, our first part of our schedule, the first 5 games we got 1 home game and played some really good teams. And then we start getting into our conference schedule and get a couple wins. But when you play some other teams, your mindset, your confidence gets well. I think if we win a couple of those games early, we lost to EKU and North Alabama, I think we come a little confidence here and we make some plays that we need here on the field. It's a different ball game. But like I said, I'm proud of our guys. They fought like heck. They keep playing for one another. I told them I'm proud of them. There's real easy to start finger pointing. We don't have a great record. I mean, that's the bottom line. But we measure other things besides the win-loss column, and our guys are doing the right things the right way. Hopefully it stings enough where we know we got some more work we got to do.
I know you've talked about Ricky Johnson, and I don't know what more you can say. Last week became the all-time receptions leader. Now this game, he moved up to second on the all-time reception yards.
I didn't realize he had that many. 14.
He had 14 catches. I don't think so, because I asked the question with Bo. He had 12 last week, and he said no. We'll have to check with Steve Johnson on that. So, 14 catches, but He became second on the all-time reception yards list. Can you say anything else about the guy?
Yeah, he's just awesome. He's been a great leader for us, and he's put his head down, going to work. You know, we got scouts, NFL scouts coming to see him for a reason, and he does everything right. Went through some really hard times with us, and you can see his effort is exceptional. A great example for everybody.
And then Cyrus Webster, they took a sack away from him, but today he tied the record and then became the top guy. Yeah, he had 2, so he's now number 1.
Five sacks?
Yeah, at least 4. He had 3 in the first half.
KK had 2, Cyrus had 2.
Yeah, I know KK really played, but Cyrus too. I mean, talk about this guy.
No, he's awesome. You know, he wears that number 3 jersey to represent Abraham Reinhardt and what he stood for. Obviously captain, but all the accountability, toughness, hard work, trust, accountability. That's it. That's our guy. And he's fantastic. You just see the way effort he plays it.
Yeah.
You know, they're chipping him with the back, and you know, they got the guard. If he's uncovered, they're working out to him. So he's going through a lot of double teams, and you just see the effort that he plays with. He's awesome.
And KK got into the act as well. He got some good shots in the backfield.
We knew this quarterback. He's taking a lot of sacks. Kind of hangs on the ball. Does a good job running the ball when it's a QB run, and keeps his eyes downfield, which is really good. But he hung on the ball a little bit too long. So.
All right, let's put this to bed. You took the conference champs, and you gave them all they want. They weren't comfortable, that's for sure. Now we go home.
We kept everybody uncomfortable, but we just got to win the game. You know.
Yeah, well, you got one more chance to do it against that team just a little bit north of us. Going back home. Game time changed 5 o'clock on Saturday at Greater Zion Stadium. Just talk about this, what it means, especially for the guys that are going to be playing in the final time in that jersey.
Yeah, no, it's fun. It's, you know, you got a rivalry game. You don't have to get up for it. It's going to be juice. There's going to be a lot of people in the stands and from just up the street there too. And I think they're in kind of a similar situation that we're in as far as personnel-wise, growing their program. And, Coach Delane does a good job, and they play with a lot of energy. We got to make sure that we minimize our mistakes. We had one too many today, and make sure we're capitalizing. We keep missing field goals, and we keep having, you know, I'm kind of counting the score. It's a 13-point game, and you know, we missed a couple field goals, but we also had a ball batted down that would have been a touchdown.
Oh yeah, I thought it hit the official because he ducked.
No,
but it was
the official hosed us too early in the game too on a big 3rd down. He screened our guy. That was frustrating. But I thought the officiating's been great this year. They've done a good job and communicated well with what they're doing.
But Ricky,
I don't know. We got to review that field goal because I swear that sucker was in. And he said if it goes over, it's not in, but it was clearly in.
Yeah, what, the second one, the 45-yarder, or the first one?
No, this one in the first half.
Oh yeah, I couldn't see it from my angle, you know. But on that one back where it was tipped, Ricky was wide open in the end zone. That was an easiest touchdown you're ever gonna have.
We came back to the same play and it was wide open down here. That's what we scored.
Daniel Thomason.
Big game.
Yeah, how about
I told
him?
him walking off the field, I was proud of him. We talked a couple weeks ago, just about his role, and you know, it's kind of good some games and kind of bad some games with the outside receivers. You know, we really want to throw the ball to the inside receiver, obviously with Ricky 14 catches.
Yeah.
When you get your opportunities to be able to make a play, and he did it tonight. How many catches did he have? He did have a good game for us.
Push the arrow button down there. Well, let's see. Yeah, push the arrow button down. There it is. Thomason had
6 for
100. Yeah.
Big touchdown. Big game for him.
Yeah.
I'm proud of him.
Okay. All right, Coach. Well, that'll do it for here. Guess one more crack at it next Saturday. 5 o'clock kickoff next Saturday, Southern Utah in town. The T-Birds in Greater Zion Stadium. Final game of the season. For Coach Peterson, for Spencer Rodak back at the Finley Hyundai Studios, I'm Rod Zundel. Once again, the final here in Clarksville, Tennessee. Austin Peay, the conference champions, 30, and Utah Tech, 17. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's broadcast on Trailblazer Sports Vision and the Fan Sports Radio Network. Talk to you again Tuesday night for the Coach Peterson Show. Good night from Clarksville.